Bristol Rugby faced a difficult trip to the recreation ground on Saturday as Andy Robinson's men faced Aviva Premiership outfit Bath in the opening game of the pre-season campaign. Robinson handed club debuts to James Hall, Mark Sorensen and Charlie Amesbury, while Ben Skirving was also selected to face his former club. It was the home side who seized the early initiative as Matt Gilbert crashed over from close range after a strong driving line-out. The flanker added a second soon after as Fautua Otto, a familiar face to those at the Memorial Stadium, caught the Bristol defence napping with a clever kick through. Stuart Hooper fended off the attentions of Charlie Amesbury to put the flanker over in the corner. And Bath kept the scoreboard ticking over late in the first half as Charlie Beach rumbled across the whitewash following another driving line-out. Bristol will have been heartened by several chances of their own before the break, but Devoto's conversion gave the visitors a mountain to climb at 17-0. But the travelling faithful were given reason to celebrate soon after when Fautua Otto took advantage of a gaping overlap to muscle his way across the whitewash in typically abrasive style. Replacement Tom Dunn kept Bristol at bay when he coasted over on the stroke of the break, taking advantage of some quick ball to give Bath a commanding 22-5 half-time lead. And it was a case of more of the same after the interval. Two virtually new-look lineups emerged for the second half, and it wasn't long before Matt Bannerham went over after good work from Kyle Eastman. The ever-threatening Semesi Rockadaguni marked a strong display when he raced over for the 6th try of the game, and any hopes of a comeback slipped away. Andy Robinson and his coaching team know there is plenty to work on after Saturday's result, and the visitors were often guilty of gifting Bath several opportunities. Kyle Eastman's effort was a prime example. The centre latched onto a spilled ball deep in Bristol territory, scooping up and waltzing in under the posts. The onslaught of tries continued when referee David Rose awarded a penalty try after the Bristol pack were adjudged to have illegally brought down the driving line-out. George Ford converted to take his side to the 50-point mark with 20 minutes still on the clock. And as the rain came down at the wreck, Rockadaguni bagged a second with an opportunist try and a spectacular finish, creeping up behind Ben Mosses to beat him to George Ford's long kick downfield. Before Bristol had a moment to regroup, Bath struck again. This time Tom Biggs collected a high hanging crossfield kick to race in, despite the attentions of Charlie Amesbury and trialist Sammy Spate. With time running out on a day to forget for Robinson's men, David Wilson bundled his way over from 5 metres for a final converted score, Bath's 11th of the game, sealing a 69-5 victory. Food for thought for Bristol Rugby then, who head to Sandy Park to face Exeter next Saturday in what promises to be another tough battle against top flight opposition.